yoga every day is just so good. So today we're doing core, which incorporates some Pilates in there, whatever we didn't do yesterday. We're still gonna warm up the same and really highlight the front, the back, the side, the trunk of the body, right? Even those rotational exercises for the trunk. And I hope you guys are feeling good and advancing and getting stronger through this, more mobile. These exercises are to really help strengthen you in your everyday living and also prevent any kind of injury that would happen in the lower back or around the spine. So I hope this is has been helping you. I've been doing core forever, and just adding on and adding on. Back in 2007, I was a stunt performer and a stunt rigger, and I don't know, I did something that tweaked my back and I lost the ability to walk completely. I was in the hospital, couldn't walk, they were just pumping me with morphine, and you know, praise the Lord, I am fine and able to walk and doing everything and stronger, you know, than ever. But that was a scare, and I really learned how to strengthen myself even more after that. So just a little testimony there. So just know that these exercises I do, I've used them for years and they've been incredible. So if you have any questions, let me know. Remember to modify where you need to. It's almost time. Let me come in and check. Okay. So pain in the joints just means to rest, and resting is great. You're going to get stronger if you don't push yourself to the point of pain. We do want to challenge ourselves for sure. So the more you've been doing this with me, the more you know and understand your body, the more you know and understand the exercises, even though we add on and change it up a little bit, the more you can find ways to challenge yourself, because you truly do have to challenge yourself. This class in its entirety should be challenging. So keep that in mind, but just know where you are. If you're new to doing core and you haven't been doing it consistently over the years, then, you know, just be wise in how you progress. Make sure you modify where you need to. I always do. I always modify where things are, you know, maybe a little bit weaker in some areas, so I have to slow down the movement and so forth. So we'll get started. You know, I start with breathing. The diaphragmatic breathing, the core muscles, the diaphragm, those are a necessary group of muscles that need to be fired up daily, because that truly will strengthen your core. If we skip that part, then we're trying to work from the outside in, and it just doesn't work like that. So I want you to keep focusing on your breathing every day with me. Just coming in and check. Hey Laura, good to have you. So remember, we're on the floor. You can modify. Hi Nadine, good to see you. Remember, you guys can have your equipment, not necessary. Let's go ahead and start with breathing. Laying on our backs, all the way back. Getting yourself nice and comfortable. My back gets a little stiff throughout the night lately, but you know, you might not be. I like to just kind of roll. I foam rolled earlier. And get into a comfortable position where you can just really focus on taking in a lot of oxygen into those lungs and exhaling all that carbon dioxide out till the ribs start to move down, okay? So go ahead, you can close your eyes. I want you to take that deep breath in, right? You suck back into your brain. Fill up those lungs, belly rises, exhale. Till you have no air left. Inhale. And one way you can do it is you can put one hand behind your head and one hand on your ribs, so you can feel your ribs as you exhale. Getting your ribs to move and drop. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Get those ribs to drop, Inhale. And exhale. 2 more. Deep breath in. And exhale. So good. Now as you continue to breathe, we take that big belly breath, and on the exhale, let's go ahead and go into that little pelvic tilt where we're pulling the hip bones toward the ribs, closing the gap between the ribs and the hips without forcing it. Inhale, when you release, the hips kind of rock back, the belly's soft. Exhale, blow the air all the way out. Get into that pelvic tilt. Try not to use your legs or your neck in order to do that, okay? Deep breath in. Exhale. So you have no air left. And you can actually purse your lips now as you blow the air all the way out. Try to blow till you have no air left. Inhale. And exhale. Pelvic tilt, pelvic tilt, pelvic tilt. Let's go ahead and push the floor away with those heels. Just pick up the hips and a nice stretch through the hip flexors and the quads. Pressing down through the heels of the feet, opening up the hips. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. Pushing down through the heels. Just opening up those hips a little bit. You can rotate your palms up, trying to open up those shoulders. Pressing down through the heels. Inhale to lower. Exhale to press. Continue with that, a couple more. I'm going to turn on this light, make sure. I don't know if that helps much, but all right. Go ahead and rest. You're going to roll onto your side. We're going to go into our cat-cow. You know I always start with this, warming up the spine. We want to get the synovial fluid moving throughout the joints as best we can. Fingers are engaged, so we're not pressing into our wrists. You can use a weight. See how that lines up? It does lift the body a little bit, but if you get wrist pain a lot, you can always do that, okay? But if you are using your hands, remember, engage through the fingers and rotate those elbow creases in. We're going to inhale, and on the exhale, we round and tuck, nice and gentle. Inhale to lift the chin, belly is soft. Exhale to push, use your hands, push the floor away. Inhale to lift, draw the shoulders down and back, lift the chest. This should feel so good. Remember that pelvic tilt? So now we're just going deeper, a little deeper as we round the spine. Exhale as you push. Inhale as you lift. Open up that chest, right? Shoulders are going down and back. We're opening up. Exhale to round and tuck. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift. Last one. Good job, you guys. So taking the right hand, we're going into that thoracic mobility, right? So we're going to start with that right hand. We're pushing down. You're going to rotate. Bring that left arm back. Rotate the chest. You can look down, and then you're going to change. Inhale, exhale, reach and rotate. Inhale, exhale. So we're moving through. The scapula is going to move down and back. You're going to reach the arm up, lift and lengthen, open up the chest, and switch, reach, and rotate. That scapula opens up. So you're feeling that through the middle of your back. You're not feeling that through the lower back. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, reach. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, reach. That should feel really good. If you're feeling that through the shoulder, remember, get the shoulder blade down and back, and then reach. From here, you guys go ahead and push the floor away. You know I like a good stretch. So you're going to reach your arms, if you can. If you need to keep them bent, then keep them bent. But you want to stretch those arms and pull the floor towards you, and then isometric pressure. So you're going to feel your scapula move. Little pressure down on a scale of 1 to 10, maybe a 1 or 2. So we hold and breathe. Inhale. On the exhale, release everything. And blow the air all the way out till your ribs drop. I want you to feel the difference. When we get the ribs to drop, I want you to feel how you get a nice stretch through the front of the chest and shoulders, but also in the back. You'll feel a release. Inhale, on the exhale, grab the floor again. Gentle pressure pushing down and towards you. Little bit of pressure here. Breathe through this. Ribs drop, inhale. Exhale, release everything. All the way out. Blow the air out, 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 out. Come back up for that cat-cow. One more time, maybe two more times. We'll see. Really round and tuck. Drop the chin. Push the floor away. Tuck the hips under. Inhale. When we inhale and we lift the chest, we're really focusing on the thoracic here, the middle of the back, opening up the spine. Yes, the hips go back, but we're also really trying to work through that middle of the back that tends to get stiff. When we flex, as we exhale, we're trying to get in through lumbar flexion here, which also there's stiffness that can happen back here. So this is an everyday exercise. Inhale, open up, exhale, push. We want a uniform spine in both directions. That's the goal, but it's okay if that's not what's happening, but we can at least work on it daily without forcing, right? We know that if we do this every day, we're not forcing, we're going to end up getting stronger through the motion and maybe increase the range of motion, but it might be slower than you want, but it still happens. Continue through that motion. Push, blow the air out. Inhale to lift, and that feels good. Come back to that tabletop position. Get the right hand underneath the shoulder. Engage the fingers. Rotate the chest. Reach. Should feel a little bit easier this time. Your second set should feel a little bit easier than the first set. Maybe it's just super easy altogether, but still try to engage through the scapula as you reach and rotate. Lengthen the spine. Feel free to move around a little bit and try to keep your hips fairly even so we can just highlight the middle of the spine. But I'm engaging through my legs and through that standing arm. One more for me. Good. Let's go ahead and sit back again. One more time. Big reach. Chin is down. And we're activating in the stretch, okay? We're going to activate in the stretch here. Little bit of pressure. Deep breath in. Exhale. Push down, 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 down. Inhale. Keep pushing. On the exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, grab the floor. Gentle pressure down. Push. Inhale, release. And exhale, come back up, you guys. So I want to go into our planks. Okay, so we're going to start activating through the front of the body, the quads, all those supporting core muscles. We're here in this position, tucking the toes. I love this position because you just get a nice calf stretch. Press the heels together, right? And your job is to activate. You can do this on your thighs, right? Or you can come up. Engaging through the toes. Remember the breath. We are breathing strong through this, trying to get the ribs to drop. Deep breath in. Exhale. Dig. Push into the mat. Dig those toes. Pull the elbows towards you. Tuck the hips under. Go ahead and inhale. Release. Exhale. Come back up. Press your heels together. Get a little inner thigh. When the inner thighs are activated, it's going to help your hips get in the right place. Little pelvic tilt. Shoulders are down. Breathe all the way out. Inhale, touch down. You can walk your elbows up a little higher for those of you who want to get a little bit deeper into the core. Coming into that position. Breathe. Deep breath in. And exhale. Press the heels together. Touch down. So we're thinking about our connections, right? Inhale. Exhale, come back up. Press those heels together. Pull the elbows towards your feet or press into the mat. Neck is long and breathe. Blow the air out and release. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, back up. How many muscles can you fire? Get up there. Blow the air out. All the way out. Touch down. 2 more. Back up. Rest if you need to. Walk your elbows up higher, your feet down lower if you want to get deeper into the core muscles. Touch down, inhale. And back up, one more. Press those heels together, tall spine, shoulders are down, and breathe. Bring those knees in, come back up, little cat-cow. I love doing these. You can do these throughout the class whenever you need to. Take a little break, go back into that cat-cow, work on the spine. Think about the connections when you need to, okay? Coming into our crawling pattern, starting with the left arm, right leg. Flat spine through this, right? So we're gonna be here, reaching and lowering. All right, so deep breath in, inhale, exhale, reach, inhale, lower. Exhale, reach, inhale, lower. Exhale, reach, right? You can reach that arm up higher if you need to. Big stretch. Now you're standing at hands. We want to make sure we're engaging through those fingers, right? Pushing into the floor. Engage the glutes a little bit as you lift and lengthen. Tuck the hips under just a little bit. Inhale down. Exhale, reach. Nice stretch. Give me two more, then one more with a hold. We'll hold it, okay? Inhale, exhale, reach. Last one, we just hold. Reach and hold. Shoulders are down. Push into the mat. Breathe. Get those ribs to drop and release. So as we're going through this, I'm hoping that you're feeling your ribs start to drop and you feel those core muscles start to activate. When that happens, you feel your back muscles engage even more because you have that support from the stomach. I hope you guys can feel that. So let's go to right hand, left leg. Okay, so we're in this position, reaching, breathing. Inhale down, exhale up. Now, as I move, right, I need to think, because I tend to hyperextend through my spine, I have to think about tucking, really kind of pulling the hip bones in just enough, right? So I'm not getting loosey-goosey through the lower back. So you have to identify where are your chi areas. Where do you chi? You have to find those places, be aware of that, and work to not do that. Breathe. Inhale. Just do your best. Maybe you don't lift your leg up as high, right? Find the motion that's going to support a stable spine. The core muscles firing. Breathe. Stretch. 3 more. The last one's a hold. 2 more. Lift and lengthen. Breathe. Doesn't that feel good? Go ahead and hold the last one. I know I did an extra. And release. Go ahead and give it another cat-cow. Nice job. You guys shake it out. You can come back on your toes. Big reach up. And coming back down. How did that feel? You know we're going to do 2 sets of those. However, you can always go back during this class and do a 3rd set. It's only going to make you stronger. Next one, we did this yesterday in Yoga Pilates. I always like to prep the shoulders and start to work on the ankles with the core. So we're in this position, we pick the knees up, right? And we don't want to be here or here just yet. We want to get the shoulder blades down and back and lift the knees up and try to hold. Fingers are engaged, toes are engaged. You're digging your toes. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift the knees. This might feel very difficult, so just do the best you can. Maybe you want to do 1 or 2. Maybe you can do 8, but listen to your body. Blow the air out, dig the toes. Inhale, release, exhale, lift. So we're prepping the shoulders. We do a lot of, the shoulders really play a part in stabilizing our body throughout the core. So this is one exercise that helps your shoulders get prepped. This also starts to help for push-ups, whether you're doing them standing or on the floor. Inhale, exhale. Shoulders go down, long body, dig the toes. Inhale, exhale, lift up, dig the toes. You can even pull those knees back a little bit if you want to make it a little harder. 1 more. Exhale, lift. So these isometric holds right here, you should start to feel that heat just spreading throughout your body, right? You don't even have to move. And you're just activating. It's a beautiful thing. All right, you guys, going back into the plank position, coming off our hands and wrists. You're gonna get into that plank position, extend the legs, right? Now we add movement. You can practice what you've done already, but we can add that movement where we're shifting forward and back, okay? Inhale, dig the toes, exhale. This is called a body saw or a moving plank, right? So you wanna think about your connections, your breath, the length of your spine, breathing. It's all practice. Keep those heels pressing together, get those inner thighs to engage. Watch your back, make sure that you're not getting loosey-goosey through the spine. Remember your tendencies. My tendency is to get loosey-goosey there, so I have to focus on pushing my hips forward just a little bit. Go ahead and bring the knees down, stretch the arms, big reach, breathe. Strong connection into the floor again. So it always helps to just engage in an active stretch, so we're not just passive. Deep breath in, you can release. If you want to open up your knees more, you can get deeper. Deep breath in. On the exhale, grab the floor, gentle pressure down. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and release, you guys. Going forward again for that plank. We're gonna move them side to side. If you're ready for that, if you're not, then I want you to just practice where you are. Our side to side movement is so slight, right? So we're here, you can go with your elbows higher if you like. You just do a tiny shift to the right. Very tiny, very tiny. So I'm not doing this major shift. Hips are tucked under. I'm trying to find my alignment as I hold and breathe. Inhale, go back to center. On the exhale, go the other side. Dig your toes, engage your thighs, press the heels together and breathe. Come back to center. Go to the other side. Nice, gentle shift, very slight. Get those ribs to drop on the breath. Deep breath in. Back to center. And go to the other side. Very slight shift to the left. And then you can kind of go a little faster. Side, center, but it's like a millimeter, 2 millimeters. Go ahead and rest. Bring those knees in. How'd that feel, you guys? You're getting a lot of quad and hip flexors along with the core and the shoulders in this position. So now we combine the two. Forward, back, side, side. Forward, back, side, side. Just practice. And again, you can just go back to one of the exercises we've done already. All right? So you tailor this core workout for your needs. Getting yourself better and stronger. So we go forward, back, side, side, forward, back, side, side. Dig the toes. Side and side, forward, back, center. Just go to the side. You can change sides. Forward. My toes slip on the floor. Squeeze the thighs. Isn't this fun? Come back down. Come up onto those hands. Round the spine. Lift the chest. So hopefully you're experiencing a little bit more smoothness of range of motion through that. Left arm, right leg, going into your crawling pattern. Again, if in this particular exercise, if you're feeling like the wrist is taking too much, just do a couple on one side, switch to the other side, but just don't rush the change, right? So where our connections start down through the knees and then reach. But if we rush into it, we don't get that stability. So get yourself held, tuck the hips, inhale, exhale, reach, inhale, back down. Exhale, reach. Focus on your neck being long, you're looking down. Hold, if you can, inhale down. Exhale, just hold for a couple seconds. Engage the shoulder blade. Inhale down. Exhale, reach. Should feel good. You should feel strong. Push the mat away. Lift and lengthen. Breathe. Get those ribs to drop. 3 more. 3, 2, last one. Lift, 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 hold. And bring it in. Other arm. Little reach. Hold it. Chin is down. Inhale down. Exhale. reach. Breathe, you guys. Use your fingers, lift and lengthen, engage the glutes. Inhale down, exhale, reach. If you feel like one side is easier, then you know I'm going to tell you to work on the weaker side with your hold patterns, right? Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Doesn't this feel good? So we're working on the holds, the ribs drop down, and those back muscles fire up. Nice job, you guys. Shake it out. All right, going into our ankle warm-ups with the core, the downward dog. So we start with our knees underneath our hips. We're going to pull the shoulders down and back, lift the hips. Remember this one, almost similar to like a bear crawl, right? When we crawl and boop, boop. But we're not going to crawl. We're just going to lift up. Inhale. Now we inhale as the knees are just above the floor. Exhale, you're going to push the mat away, send those hips high, and then reach the heels gently towards the floor. Inhale, come down. Exhale to lift. And lower the heels gently. Inhale, come down. Exhale to lift. Push the mat away. Inhale, come down. Exhale, press. Heels lower towards the floor. We're not disengaging through the upper body though. Inhale, do your best. You might do 1. You might do none. You might be able to do a whole bunch of them. Just listen to your body. Inhale down. Push the mat away. Send the heels to lower towards the floor, but they do not have to touch. I'm not forcing my heels to the floor. I'm engaging through the arms and trying to just lower the heels. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Heels go towards the floor. Doesn't this feel good, you guys? Bring it on down. All right. Mini band time. If you have mini bands at home, you can put them on. You can put them just above the thighs. If you have 2, you have super glutes if you have 2, so you can do that. So we want to put the band above the knee or below it, all right? Just keep in mind this intensifies the workout. So we're gonna go onto our forearms and we're gonna work on the hip extension, right, through those kickbacks. So we're here. And I'm going to take my right leg back, my left leg is down. Now, in order to take the weight off my left hip, I am actually going to shift into my right arm a little bit more, okay? From here, I'm going to flex the foot, and you're going to work through, might have to adjust that band a little bit, but you're going to work through hip extension and lower without shifting in the hips, right? So you're controlling the lowering through the pelvic area. Exhale, press. You're not getting loosey-goosey through that spine, okay? Inhale to lower. If you don't have a band, you can probably go a lot higher. You're pressing through the heel. Keep the knee pointing down. Realize that our cheeks through our hips is that we're going to try to bring the knee out to get more range of motion. Try to just keep the knee pointing down in neutral, okay? Inhale, you can always brace your hand this way, flex, control the lowering. You're really controlling through that core. Go ahead and hold it up. We're going to pulse and breathe. Inhale and exhale. Pulse it out. Oh, this burns. It really does. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. 10, 9, 8, 7. Reach. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can hold it, press, and bring it in. If you need a stretch in between, because it's a lot on the arms or the shoulders, go ahead and do so. And then we go to the other side. So the other leg is back. Adjust the band. If you don't have bands, you can continue to move without them. Sometimes they're a bit of a pain, but they work. So we're here. Other leg goes up. We're flexing. Keep the knee pointing down. Inhale, lower. You're controlling through the pelvic area. Stability, and press up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Make any adjustment you need to get off the right hip. Press up. Inhale down. Exhale, press. Inhale down. exhale, press, right? So you're controlling the lowering and reach. Go ahead and pulse. So we highlight the glutes and the hamstrings and also that ability to extend at the hips. Flex the feet. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it in, sit back and stretch. Woo-hoo. Feels so good. Great job, you guys. All right, we're gonna go into our side planks, all right? So you can keep your bands on if you like. You don't have to. So we're in this position. You decide where you wanna start from. I'm just gonna start from the basics. When we pick the hips up and send them forward, right? Big reach. Engaging, pushing down, pushing the hips forward. Now breathe. Get those ribs to drop. Inhale, exhale, blow the air all the way out. Inhale, exhale, pick up the hips, send them forward. Breathe. Good, one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Push those hips forward. So in this position, the side planks, we talk about the lateral stability and the activation there. We're also waking up some muscles that aren't used to firing around the hip and the shoulder, okay? So make your adjustments as you need to. We're gonna pick up the hips in the top leg on the second set. Breathe, the leg isn't coming up high. We're just breathing and holding. Inhale, exhale, push the hips forward, breathe. Inhale, exhale. You can press those hips forward. Deep breath. Inhale, keep pushing hips forward, lift up, blow the air out. Get your ribs to drop as you hold and release, okay? You can hold that for 3 to 6 breaths, okay? And the breaths aren't just a quick breath. Remember, we're trying to get the ribs to drop as we exhale, okay? So that's super duper important. So now we're gonna come up on the other side. I know I'm on a little angle here, but you'll get it. Picking up the knees, send those hips forward, trying to align everything. Pick up the hips, right? It might feel easy, but that's okay. Remember, we wanna prep the weaker muscles. When we go too hard, too fast, then we lose those weaker stabilizing muscles. So if we start off nice and light and easy, as we breathe, the more likelihood those weaker muscles can come out and help. Pressing forward and getting them stronger. And release. Right? Should feel good. You should be able to get the ribs to drop. Hips are activating. If it's easy, you know how to progress at home. So from here, we lift up. Okay, get yourself squared away. Lift up, lift the knee. Big reach. Now my knee isn't opening up. I'm trying to keep it in line with my hip. In fact, I'm bringing the knee back a little bit. Lifting and holding. This is a lot on the hips and the bottom glutes. Send the hips forward so you get those glutes involved. Breathe. Inhale. And exhale. Blow the air all the way out. Inhale. And exhale. Firing up those muscles. Good job, you guys. Going to the other side. So we're in this position. And you can come onto your feet if you want to and hold. You can do any of what we've done already. Deep breath in, reach and lift. Wherever you are, you can lift the top leg if you want, but you don't have to. Breathe and hold. Blow the air all the way out. Inhale. Exhale. Look at all that deep breathing we get to do today. Inhale and exhale. Now you can continue to hold it. I'm going to change to the other side. Remember, 3 to 6 breaths. I forgot to mention the weights. If you want to add it, weight, I'll actually do it on this side, just to show you what it's like. I mean, that's 6 or 9 pounds or 8 pounds. It really won't feel like too much of a difference if you're used to doing these. So if I were to lift up, I bring the weight right here at the ribs or along the sternum. Breathe. Pick up those hips, send those hips forward. Deep breath in, otherwise you're reaching. blowing the air all the way out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Remember, you don't even have to be on your feet here. You can be on your knees. You can lift the top leg. Whatever it is that you guys would like to do. You can keep the mini band on if you'd like. I'm going to take it off for me, but you can keep it on. It's going to intensify the work we do on our back. Before we go down, let's go into our boat pose. So we sit back here, we round the spine, okay? Sitting back, shoulders are down. Remember the breath, we pick one leg up. See how that feels. Can you balance by picking up the other leg? If you're not there yet, just pick up one, then the other. Breathing, shoulders are down. We know the shoulders elevate to take over for the abs, for the core. So we gotta make sure those shoulders are down, okay? Round. I know it feels good, but we have to train our core to work, not our shoulders. Our shoulders have taken on enough, right? The shoulders aren't meant to generate power. They're not meant to do all that they end up having to do. So our core generates the power, right? So the shoulders release the power. So for you to throw a ball, that's not coming from your arm or your shoulder, that's coming from your core, from your body, that ground force. Breathe, you can inhale and lift. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring it back. You can try both legs. Breathe. Ooh, little 100s in this position. Oh yeah, bring it down, good. Just sit up, you can bend one leg, reach. It's always good to just stretch and hold. You can do, I'm just kind of demonstrating you do one leg or both legs. And you can reach those arms up. Okay, so we have our roll downs. Our roll downs, we'll do a couple of those, then we're gonna do some roll ups today. Roll up. All right, so we're gonna round down vertebrae by vertebrae. Now, I use my legs, you can flex your feet, but I have to kind of swap my shoulders, make sure they stay down. What we're trying to do is roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. If this is too much, just kind of use your legs to help guide you down. That's not a bad thing. If it keeps your shoulders down, do that. Do that because we want to train our core, right? And a little connection to the thigh will actually add more core engagement. Come back up, big stretch. Lifting and lengthening, opening up the body, rolling down again. Vertebrae by vertebrae. So remember that pelvic tilt? That's what we're working on. That spinal flexion with the abdominals. Now, I understand that sometimes the spine can be off a little bit and this might be painful. If that is, you don't do this one, okay? Roll down nice and slow. Wow, we did this last week and I feel like I haven't done it in a week. Come back up. You can always add, I feel like I haven't done it in more than a week. You can always add the weights, okay? But know if you bring your hands in, round down, that's gonna load the core more. Here, it's more spread throughout your body, okay? Go ahead and go down nice and slow. Really dig the heels, concentrate, keep your head straight. Shoulders are down, shoulders are down. Really work through that pelvic tilt. It takes a lot of focus, okay? Come all the way down, stretch. Whew. And now, you're going to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Vertebrae by vertebrae, trying to come up and roll down. So we're doing it in both directions, adding on. You don't have to hold it as long. Roll it down, reach up. You can do a straight leg roll up. That makes it a little bit harder as we come up vertebrae by vertebrae, lengthening up at the top. Give me a couple more, okay? If that hurts, do something we've already done, right? You can bend the knees, walk it back. Shoulders are down. Whoa, we feeling that? Big reach. And rounding up, if you want to reach up a little higher, just make sure that you're moving through that spine. Nice job, you guys. Roll it down one more time. Nice and slow. Get those knees in. Feels so good. Oh, so good. So good. Stretch. Stretch. All right, you guys. So in this position, let's go ahead and lift the knees. Bring the knees to the chest. Just a little gentle rock, side to side. Press your knees into your hands. Should be good. I know I get carried away with core, so I could do this all day. From here, you guys, we're going to get the knees up, knees together, round up, do some 100s. Just taking a break. If your neck hurts in that position, Go all the way down and keep pumping your arm, or lift up just a little bit. You don't have to come up high here. Breathe, pump those arms. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Rest. Reach. And putting the neck back down. Hands come down by your side. A little pelvic tilt here. So we're dropping. You can start with the toes. Drop the toes. Tap the toes. So you feel when you tap, you're going to feel your core engage, right? Tap. Now, make sure you're in that little pelvic tilt. Use those arms. Touch down, right? The details. We have to focus on the details. I'm engaging through my hands. It helps pull my hips in the right position. My shoulder blades are down and back. So with all that support and stability, I'm able to access the abdominals a little bit through here. Let's change to a heel. Heel. Remember the arms, the connections to the floor, right? The ground force. We have to focus on those connections. You're going to get a much better workout. You're going to fire up more of the right muscles as opposed to relying on the joints. Good. Now you can continue alternating. You can straighten your legs. Keeping them nice and low will make it harder. You decide. Chin is down. Breathe. Remember, you're using your arms. Your shoulder blades are down and back. Your neck is long. I have to walk myself through the same alignment. I have to talk myself through it. Keep my connection strong. 10, 9, 8, 7. You can bend those knees, right? You make it your own. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and stretch. Big reach up. Good job, you guys. Bring those knees in, just in case. Pull from your back a little bit. Little rock. Press the thighs, or press the knees into your hands. So it's an activated stretch as I push up. And release. All right, you guys. So we are going to hit the crawling pattern on our back. The love bug crawl or whatever it is. Where you reach the right arm. Try to keep it along the floor, but it's okay if it elevates. So the right arm reaches, the left knee pulls in. Then you switch, left arm, right knee. Right arm, left knee. And you can go small and tight here, right? We can go a little faster. We don't have to extend all the way. So what we're doing is we're challenging the core. We need to maintain that pelvic tilt. Neck is long, so we don't want the lower back to really be taking on the load here. You decide. You can go a little faster, in fact. 10, 9, 8, right? With a little bit of a fast crawl here is going to change up the stability. The core has got to react. So breathe. Change up the tempo. Reach, reach. The core has got to react. So the more exercises we do for the trunk of the body, the better our core is, because there's just so many ranges of motion, many functions of all these different abdominal and core muscles throughout the spine. Breathe. Extend. And go ahead and release, you guys. Big stretch. What time is it? All right. Good job, you guys. We're going to come off the back. We're going to work on in our quadruped, so on our hands and knees. Remember, you can go back to something we've already done already. Hope you guys are doing great. So we're here, going into our high plank. So we come up in this position, shoulders are down, and you're holding, fingers are engaged. Dig the thighs, pick up the hips, right? So we did this with bent knees. You can always go back to that. Or you can do it with a straight leg. Pressing those heels together, engage the fingers, shoulders down. Dig the toes, breathe. And go ahead and release. Inhale, exhale, back up. It's all practice. You can go on your forearms if you need to. Engage the toes, shoulders come down. Pick up those hips, dig the toes. Should feel really, really, really good. And release. You can always shake out your wrists if they get tired. Remember, you can use your weights, okay? So the next one we've been working on is this reach through the lower body, right? So I'm keeping my core engaged. I'm gonna take that right leg, rotate it, externally rotate it, and bring it back. Now you can do it with the bent knee if that feels better. Do you see that? Either bent knee out to the side or a straight leg. It's all practice, okay? So you wanna do that on your own. Try to do about 8. You're gonna feel deep, deep, deep core muscles working here. I hope. Breathe. Don't push it. If your shoulders are hurting through that, then just shorten the range of motion, right? Inhale and exhale. Good. So we're going to do the other side. Other side. So leg goes back, extending. You're going to reach that leg out and bring it back in. Do not force the range of motion through this, okay? Deep breath in. Little reach out to the side, bring it back. You decide. You can keep the knee bent, right? That is still loading the exact same area with the knee bent. It's just less of a load on the joints, okay? So if I'm gonna reach out with a straight leg, I'm gonna be super duper careful not to hurt myself and not to use my joints. And breathe. Now my left leg, as I go through this, it's just opening right up and I'm able to do more and more. My right side is a little bit trickier. So you're doing about 8. Bring it back in. Remember that cat-cow? Woo, that always feels good. How we feeling? Shake it out. You guys are doing great. We're almost done, and then we have to continue our warm-up standing, which is awesome and wonderful. All right, so here, before we go back to those leg reaches, we're going to come up. You can practice on your forearms. Shoulders are down, coming into that high plank position. Do a little rock if you can. Digging the toes, picking up the hips. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Sit back, stretch. You can open up the legs. Big reach. Nice stretch as you engage through the arms. So I'm going to train you guys when you're stretching that you're activating through it most of the time, okay? So then we come back up, do that again. Dig the toes, dig the fingers, little rock. It might even just be slight, right? You decide. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, going back to the other side, extending that leg out or bent knee, okay? Ready? Give me as many as you can, 8 to 10 at max. Out to the side. See how that feels. Does that get better? Does your hip open up? If not, you bend the knee and you modify it. Breathe. Almost there. Gosh, we need to do this constantly. Good. One more. And release. Going to the other side. I'm just going and rotating. You can stay in the same position. Breathe. Lift out to the side. Back in. Reach. And back. Breathe. You guys are awesome. Last one for me. Remember, cat-cow. Just checking the time. Shake out the wrists. Okay. So we have mountain climbers. The mountain climbers we've been working on, it's about maintaining a stable spine as you move those limbs, okay? So we're not constantly flexing in the spine. So I'm bringing the knee in only to my hip or around that hip area. I don't want to come in and round the spine, okay? Push back, extend, extend. Let's do this. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Come on. Easy peasy. 4, 3. Use your fingers. Use those toes again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. You're going to bring those knees down. Open them up. Big stretch. Your back should be feeling longer and just release strong less tight. Good job, you guys. All right. So, the next thing we practice, you can either do another set of mountain climbers or you can come up from the floor. So we work on just a wider squat, get on the toes, plant the heels down, chest comes up. You might come up a little bit higher, but get your weight down on your heels, okay? So we're getting up from the floor. Hard. We've been working on getting one foot down, right? Coming up, holding, and then lowering down. Take it back. Other foot comes down. Breathe, give it a hold. Maybe you're not ready to come up on that leg, but you just want to let it hold so these stabilizing muscles can come out and play. And then come back. Send it back. Or heels are off the floor, you're walking back. Chest up and stand up. So I'm going to leave you there practicing that. And we are going to go to our standing routine. And I'll see you guys in just a minute. About 10 minutes. I'm going to set up.